Hi everyone, I'm Michelle the Introvert, and how are you all doing this Christmas season? Yes, Christmas is just around the corner, isn't it? Today is Wednesday, December 16th, so 9 more days till the big day, 9 more days till Christmas. I hope you're all looking forward to Christmas Day. I know that we are. It's going to be a very special, relaxing, fun-filled day. It's going to be a nice day. And right now I'm sitting on my floor in front of my Christmas tree, and I'm doing the last of my Christmas wrapping. I've got different wrapping papers here. Christmas wrapping paper. And my tape, of course. Yes, I'm just finishing up the last of wrapping presents. So it's nice to be a little bit ahead instead of wrapping it all the night before. Yeah. So how are you all doing? How's things going? I hope it hasn't been too stressful for you all. The hustle and the bustle and everything else that goes along with this time of the season. And for those of you who might be going through a sad time and really aren't in the Christmas mood, I understand. And we're all with you, and we all have compassion. And my heart goes out to you, those who are going through a rough time this Christmas season. I've got different things lined up for today besides me wrapping. I've got a really nice recipe that you might all be interested in trying out with me. So how about we go over into the kitchen and we can explore this new recipe. It's new to me, but it's something that my son Joshua enjoys. So how about we go on over to the kitchen and we'll get that started. As you can see, I've got my hair all pulled back, just because when I'm working with food, I don't like it hanging down in the front because I have long hair. So I always put it back in a ponytail or something just to keep it away from my face and that. And that's just a habit that I've gotten into over the years. Anyhow, my hands are all clean and washed, and so we're ready to go. Now, some of you probably have made this recipe before, and some of you may not have made it, like myself. Now, my son Joshua, we have gone to several bake sales over the years, and they were always for a very good cause. And we like to support local, and we like to support bake sales and stuff like that, where the money is going to go to mission work or different things like that. And whenever Joshua sees this recipe or these squares, he always picks them up. And so he doesn't have these squares very often, maybe like once or twice a year. So it's just very few and far between. So when I came across this recipe here, I thought, gee, it would be really nice if I gave that a try for the first time ever. And see if it turns out as good as the ladies and men who have made this before me. Yes, it's not a hard recipe. I was reading it over. Here, take a look. It is the peanut butter marshmallow squares. And they're very good. I'm sure most of you have had this before. And I was reading over the instructions, and it's not hard to make. So I thought it might be fun to do that today. Here's a close-up of that recipe. Peanut butter marshmallow squares. 1/2 cup of butter or 1/2 cup of margarine. 1 cup of peanut butter. 1 300-gram bag of butterscotch chips, 1 200-gram bag of mini white marshmallows, or if you prefer the mini multicolored, that's fine too. And you would need 5 cups of those mini marshmallows. And then it says down here at the bottom, melt together butter, peanut butter, and butterscotch chips on very low heat until mixed, stirring constantly. Cool for a bit so as not to melt marshmallows. Stir in mini marshmallows, pour in greased pan, put in fridge. Okay, for our first step, we have everything all measured. We've got half a cup of margarine here, and that's going to go in the pot. I've got my peanut butter all measured, and that's 1 cup. That's also going to go into that pot. And also 300 grams of the butterscotch chips. And these burn rather easily, so I have to really keep a close eye as they are melting. So I'm going to get that started. Turn on my stove. I'm just going to put it on to medium and see how that goes. Okay. Okay, and peanut butter's next. There it is. Beautiful Kraft smooth peanut butter. It's actually one of our favorites. I always buy it. There we go. It has such a nice flavor. And nobody sponsored me to say that. I'm just saying it because it really, honestly, it is one of our favorites. And I'll give you guys a close-up in just a second. And the butterscotch chips. There we go. Okay, what lesson have I learned from this recipe so far? And I have learned a lesson. You guys probably, a lot of you probably caught it, what I did wrong, and I'll show you. I should have used a bigger pot. I was using that small pot, but then I realized, uh-oh, I should have used a bigger pot. So I put everything in this bigger pot because the marshmallows have to go in this pot. They have to be able to fit in there. And speaking of marshmallows, I have the marshmallows all measured out into this bowl. I have some multicolored marshmallows, and I also thought I'd put in a few white ones too. Wouldn't hurt, doesn't hurt to try things. So that's where I'm at so far in this recipe. So I'm back to stirring my peanut butter, margarine, and butterscotch chips. And it's coming along great. All of the ingredients in my pot that's behind me on the stove, it's all melted really nice. And so while I'm waiting for the peanut butter, the butterscotch, and the margarine to cool down a bit, I put some margarine in my pan here because I don't want everything to stick once I put it in here. So the next step is just waiting for everything in the pot to cool down a little bit because we don't want the mini marshmallows to melt. What's in this pot here is now a lukewarm temperature. So I'm going to put the marshmallows inside. just so you can see. I'll do it this way. And now we'll stir it all together. And after it's all mixed in together, where the marshmallows are all covered, I'm going to put them in the pan. Some of the marshmallows looks like melted a little bit, but that's okay. You can still see the color, the distinct color of the marshmallows. Everything's a learning experience, isn't it? Everything we do in life is learning. That's what makes life fun sometimes. Is learning new things. Learning new things every day. So now my next step is to put this here in the fridge so that it can cool down quite a bit more. Enough that when I cut it into squares, it'll stay nice and square instead of liquidy. Peanut buttery and liquidy. It took me about an hour and a half to wait for the squares to cool down, and I will show you what they look like. Here's the pan here. I have already taken some out, as you can see. But now I want to give you a close-up of the squares that I took out of the pan, so you can get an idea of what they look like. You can see the marshmallow colors in there, and they smell really good too. Of course, I'm not going to be eating all 3 of these right now. I'm just going to take one of them as a little snack. But I'm very pleased with how these turned out. And it's very Christmassy, and they weren't hard at all to make. Maybe I'll try one now. I'll try one for you. These are really good. They taste just like the ones that we've bought at bake sales. So that's a good sign, huh? It means I didn't do anything wrong. I did okay. I did okay for the first time, right? For the first time making these. So the name of these squares again, I'm just reaching for the recipe card. These are peanut butter marshmallow squares. Well, you guys, it's been a really fun day. Yes, I've had a really good day. And it was fun making those squares. It was nice to be able to finish out my Christmas wrapping, like wrapping the gifts. And I think what I'm gonna do now is just slow things down, take it easy. I have made myself some hot chocolate, but also, look at this. I have a Christmas movie that I'm going to watch. And that lady there, she is Nancy McKeon, and I really like her acting. In fact, when I was young, I used to watch her in the TV series called The Facts of Life. She played Jo. That was the character she played in The Facts of Life. And Jo, or Nancy McKeon, that's that lady there, she's in this Christmas movie. So that is what I'm going to do now. and it's going to be so nice just to sit on my couch, plug in my Christmas tree again so that the lights are on, have my hot chocolate, and just relax while my supper is cooking in the oven. Well, you guys, it was fun having you come along, and if you like this Christmas vlog, please give me the old Christmas thumbs up. That would be great. Or press the subscribe button. That would be great too. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I have more vlogs to come. So stay tuned. Bye.